All right, I have been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. It's finally time that we talk about what would happen if the most powerful, the most powerful of two universes go toe to toe against one another. And today is that special day because we're about to find out. We are about to find out who else is here right now. Let me see. All I know is I'm just gonna type blog. I'm gonna type blog in chat. Damn it! I need to mark things down, bruh. Ice. Oh my God, Ice. I didn't expect you to be here. I did not expect you to be here. And out of every single person that could be here, it's you that is here. I'm not gonna lie. Support my man Ice. support, support my man's Ice, man. I literally just woke up to. Oh no! Oh no! Oh wait, you put me on notification squad. Hold up. Notification pog. That's notification pog right there. But we're gonna see. Have you heard of Halo? I presume you probably have seen the UNSC. I think you know who the fuck they are. But today, you'll see what happens when two superpowers of two universes fight in a head-to-head combat. Oh, I've heard of Halo. Good. I think you might like this one. I think you've already seen some of the things I've done in Wattpad. Never played it though. Yeah, at least you've seen it, so at least you know what's going on. But today we're talking what would happen if my universe superpower goes against their superpower in Halo, the UNSC. First thing got to talk about is numbers. Just how many people? Holy shit! There's already 3 people here. Who is here? Who is here? Who else is here? Who else is here? I don't know if they left or not. I don't know if they left or not. Oh well. First thing we did talk about is numbers. Who has more men? That definitely doesn't go to my universe. That goes to the UNSC. They have the numbers. They have like triple the size of numbers. They have triple. Triple. What the fuck? Triple. That's not even funny. Like, that's not equipment. Now, it is quite obvious who takes the dub in numbers, and it's not the United Planets. Nope. They're outnumbered 3-1. Yikes. Equipment. Who wins in equipment? That would not go to them. We would win in equipment. Why? Literally, the stuff that we have is thousands of years more advanced. It's like today going against what we were 10,000 years ago. That's not even fair. It's not even fair. Yeah, I also do have another computer over here. I have like this massive setup, like 5 separate computers whenever I want to do this. So this is amazing. Just looking around. Compare damage. What fucking vehicles do the most damage per their cost? I don't know who has the better because you have a better shooting of. I didn't realize that. I didn't even buy anything for streaming setup, Ice. This is all I got. And that's the funny part. Even though I've not bought a single thing for the streaming setup, I have a better streaming setup than you. I don't understand this, man. Comparing damage. That I don't know. I think both are equal in terms of comparing damage. And he was like, well, about the MAC cannons. Yeah, well, about the rail guns, which are literally the exact same thing. They could build massive rail guns. It's not like they can't do that. They both have comparable damage types. So this is probably going to be much more even than I thought. Cost efficiency. That goes to the United Planets. Sorry, UNSC. Every single vehicle that they buy is so expensive in our terms. If we bought it, we'd only buy like 10 before our entire government would run out of money. I'm having a good feeling that's exactly what would happen with them. Cost and efficiency. Just how good are their vehicles? Well, fucking Cobra tanks can tank 3 cruise missiles to the face. Not even next, just right to the face. And they could still run right through. You know how easy it is to destroy fucking Scorpion? A well-priced grenade could kill the people inside of the fucking Scorpion. That is why I know there's no doubt it does not take a lot to kill a single Scorpion. Cost efficiency goes to the United Planets. Discipline, that's not even a question. It's the United Planets. Sure, you have Marines. It's just built different. I mean, you're not wrong. It's literally built different. Discipline, the same thing. Their soldiers are built different. They ran when they faced the flood. I would like to point out, which are literally like aliens that basically they're like tapeworms, but aliens basically. While the United Planets literally fought against a galactic invasion and won against all odds against a species that literally wanted the annihilation of the human race. And they won. Sure, the UNSC did it, but the United Planets had one world and moon to do it. But the UNSC had 800 worlds and they barely won. There is no comparison in discipline. So comparing damage, the only thing I really see this ending so far is right now it is not looking good for the UNSC. It is not looking good. Morale, that one goes to the United Planets again. Patriotic peoples, patriotic. The UNSC is literally fighting insurrectionist wars. That already says enough to show you just how badly they get beaten in morale. The UNSC probably wouldn't even want to fight the war in the first place. Two in a row. 2 important things that they need to get in a row. And they just did it like that. They already have over half of the stuff they need to have the war on basically be leveraging it on their side. Now let's talk about the X factor. The X factor is basically like terrain, environment, and a lot of other things that you can't just add in this. This is going to be the kicker. This will depend the entire war. Even if the UNSC has their territory and they're fighting on their terms, the X factor also influences rebellions, which could be a severe problem for the UNSC. If they have a rebellion during this war, it's done. There's no winning after that point. It's just that clock ticks. The moment that a nation revolts, the clock ticks. It doesn't matter how long it takes them, the United Planets will find a way to win. And while they have now a new ally that can literally teach them the territory, now you have another problem. So, my opinion, X factor is not going to be put in here. The X factor is, most of the time, it is going to not be put in here. But this is an oddball, because no matter what you do, the United Planets will gain more than they lose. So as much as I hate to put it against the UNSC, the X factor is going to slightly work in the United Planets' favor. Yeah, it is like Death Battle. That's basically kind of what this is. the UNSC does not have a good advantage, because the moment they lose a country or they lose a nation that revolts and they help the United Planets, it's over. Because now they teach them how to fight on these worlds. There's really nothing you can do. We've got maintenance. That's not even close. Maintenance is, well, actually, no, that is pretty close, because the Nation Space Command does have more men, and it does have on average, higher level of maintenance. But the only reason why they're not getting it is because of how much money they're spending comparison-wise. The UNSC is only spending 1% of their budget, while the United Planets is spending 3%. So the United Planets, on average, has a higher maintenance per soldier than that of the UNSC, but the UNSC has a higher maintenance period. So that it's going to matter down to the soldier on who's going to win this war, the economy. This one is going to be important. This one is the first time in this duel that the UNSC takes a massive victory, their economy. It's not just about how strong it is, because that would not even be fair, because that goes to the United Planets, but it's how strong it can get. The United Planets is basically, it's done. There's no more economic growth. But with the UNSC, its economy grew to 5 times the size during the Human Covenant War. So it has the ability to surpass the United Planets without a problem. That is why I'm making the UNSC take the win here. Because if they just start their economy up, there's no victory. Not in terms of that. Resources. This one is much, much harder. It was a lot harder than I thought. Resources goes to the United Planets. They have over 1,700 worlds that are completely useful for resources and billions of asteroids. The UNSC barely mines asteroids and only has 800 worlds. That's not even fair. That's not even fair. It's like saying a child can take on a fully grown adult. Like, that's not fair. Technological research. This one is going to be scary, but it's actually the UNSC. Why? United Planets has thousands of years more development. How is this possible? What this means is they have a higher speed in which they research than the United Planets. But this is because the UNSC is going to be fighting while also taking care of its rebels, taking care of any other problems that come into play. So this is going to be a big fight where they have to basically put everything on standby. And due to the fact they have more research facilities, they're going to research more. They have more research facilities. It really is that simple, along with having more researchers, spending more per capita on researchers. There's bound to be better results. But territory, this goes to the UNSC. Territory. This is easy for them. This is a UNSC victory if it was just by territory. There's no contest. The UNSC has 800 worlds that are settled with 38 billion people. The United Planets only has 2, 1 moon and 1 homeworld with almost 18 billion people. That's only half. See what I mean? There's so much more worlds. They can trade land and casualties for time. That's what they can do. But the moment they lose outer worlds and they help the United Planets, that's when it's going to start tipping the favor. But it's not always going to be that easy. So this is going to be close, but I'm going to have to make a good assessment based off of one final thing. Industrial capacity. Who has a better capability of producing vehicles? I think this is an equilibrium. I think neither side can outproduce the other. The United Planets can produce over 10 million vehicles in 1 year. The UNSC did the same amount of time, and they produced about the same amount of vehicles. That basically means neither of them are going to have a neither of them are going to have an advantage. So crossing out the only ones that have stars, or not stars, but ones that are on both sides. The United Planets is better in equipment, cost efficiency, discipline, morale, the X factors in their favor, maintenance, and resources, while the UNSC has the numbers, the economy, the tech research, and territory. If I put these guys in a simulation, just because the United Planets has more doesn't mean it is going to win. I mean, the last time it was pretty obvious that there was going to be a tie. But the only way I see the UNSC winning this conflict is if they trade casualties for time. If they do anything else, the UNSC is going to suffer greatly. This includes the Spartan program, which I am actually keeping that in, which is why tech research is going to be on their side. They have Spartans, which are trained super soldiers. They have numbers, but as much as I want to say, Spartans do not have the discipline of Marines, which is going to be different. With territory in their economy, I think the UNSC could win in some instances, but my final verdict, I will type in chat, my final verdict is slight United Planets victory 6 times out of 10. A slight. The only way for the UNSC to win is if they hold out by trading casualties for time. While also not trying to piss their own people off. This is the only reason why I'm saying they won. They would win because the United Nations Space Command is in turmoil at the point of the conflict. They're fighting insurrectionist wars all over their territory. They're constantly fighting, and now they have to fight yet another threat coming from another galaxy that is thousands of years more advanced than them. That's how bad they're being put in this position right now. My final verdict is a United Planets victory, but a minor United Planets victory. That is my final verdict. The next time when I release another one of these is what is going to happen when the new coalition fights the United Planets. This is going to be a very, very interesting fight. Comparison to the United Planets, the new coalition is far different. But I do believe the United Planets could win against the UNSC. They have thousands of years better technology. They could literally trade casualties for time. There's no rush to fight. I mean, their ships are probably as good, if not better, than Covenant ships. Not only that, but those ships can be producible in a few weeks. And the supercarriers can be produced in 2 months. Supercarriers, which, keep in mind, are 11 kilometers long. Fucking huge things. And if other worlds allow the United Planets to store ships near them, the UNSC will have to invade those worlds, basically pissing those people off, further adding more enemies to the constant war. I just don't see the UNSC doing very well in a long war, but at the same time, I don't see the United Planets winning in the long war either. As much as I would hate to say it, but the United Planets will not win a long war. I'm going to be honest. They will not win a long war. But I don't think this war would be long at all. I don't think this war would last very long. So that is my final verdict. Minor United Planets victory with a handful of exceptions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Or the one person that stayed for the stream is Ice. He says they're just built different for the Cobra tanks. Along with that, it's like Death Battle. Yeah, it is like Death Battle. He's not wrong. Support that man on YouTube, because Icefox is actually one of the major reasons why I started streaming in the first place, along with Blacktop. Those two are going to be important. Please subscribe to my man Icefox, because he doesn't just do gotcha shit. He also does a lot of personal stuff. He also has a Discord channel along with Discord server himself. You want to check that Discord server out. If you know me on Discord, I'm basically Cody VA or based Cody VA. Once you find me, I could send you the link to a server. If not, just go to Icefox's server. He has his Discord link there, and you'll be able to meet me. So I hope you guys liked this episode. But I'm so excited to tell you who would win a protracted conflict if the UNSC and the United Planets would fight. Who would win when the duking comes to place? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all the next time.